So,
Did you have a change of heart?
I kind of think we should think about this.
Okay.
Okay, we're not going to get too happy and too crazy about this, okay?
No.
But let's get real
Yeah.
about this, because I think we should consider it. But, you know what, for me, I just don't have time. Like, I work full time, you know, I teach in the evenings. Like, when would I ever fit in this whole, like, coaching thing?
Absolutely. So you're never going to have enough time. There's never going to be the right time. Like they talk about having a baby, you're never going to have the right time to have a baby. It's just going to happen. You have 9 months and you figure it out. Same thing with coaching. Like, it sounds silly, but once you say yes, if you have passion for it, you find the time.
Yeah.
Like, just like football players, they're in 2 days, they're going to college, they're hanging out with their friends, they make it work.
Yeah.
And so coaching is the same thing. You find small pockets of time. People think that you need all these hours to be successful, and you don't.
Okay.
Like 1 hour at least to start a day. So like you could even break that up over 15-minute increments throughout the day.
Okay.
Wake up 15 minutes earlier. At your lunch break, get some work in. Then again, when you get home, get some work in. Right before you go to bed, get some work in.
Okay.
So there's all these pockets of time that we're actually wasting time.
True.
So you got to get honest with, you know, of course, we love reality TV, but maybe you just cut it down a little bit.
Okay.
And then work on your coaching business, or do both.
Okay. So you think it would be possible for me to do it, even though like my schedule is kind of packed? Like I could somehow find it. Like even when I go to the bathroom, like
Yeah.
I could send a couple of messages.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You could make it a game. Before you get out of bed, you send some messages.
Okay.
And then when you go to bed, you send some messages. And there's the time. If it's important to you, you'll find the time.
Okay. I think I could do that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But what about the money? Like, it's about $160 to start. Like that, what about that?
Like, so you're worried kind of about if you have the money to really start. You know what, my question is if you don't invest $160 now, are you ever going to live the life that you want to live? You know what I mean? Like, I think it's really important to think it's an upfront cost. And girlfriend, I don't like to spend money either. You know what I mean? But it's one of those things where, what if I wouldn't have made that investment in the beginning? Where would I be now? I can tell you I wouldn't be living the life I live. And so you got to think about, what is the life that you want in your future, and is it worth $160 now? And if you're serious about growing your business and being a successful coach, and success is different to everybody, but if you want to make the income to grow, to live the life that you want to live, then you gotta make some sort of an investment in the beginning. And think about it, this investment is for your health and fitness. It's for products. You're not just giving someone just $160 to be like, yay, I'm a coach now, cool. No, you're getting so much stuff to be successful that, you know what, you gotta just decide if somehow you can find a way, whether that's cutting back on the fast food, whether that's, you know, scrounging around your house, whether it's selling stuff on eBay. Girlfriend, if it's serious, if it's important to you, and you want to build a successful business, you'll find a way to find the 160.
Mm-hmm.
Just my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I mean, there's, like we said earlier, it's such a small amount versus starting another business, doing something else. So,
and you know, and when I started with the 160, that's a lot of money because I was just getting out of college. I had student loans. I was trying to figure out how I was going to live out of my parents, like move out of my parents' house. So it wasn't like I just had $160,000, you know, laying around where I was like, yes, 160, sure, take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was a sacrifice. I had to make the sacrifice. And you know what? Sometimes it's worth it because, you know, it's an investment, right? It's an investment. So you know what? This all sounds great. So we got over the time and the money and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? I don't really know a lot of people. Like, you know, just getting started, like how would I find people that would actually want to do this with me? None of my friends or family want to get healthy. So what am I going to do?
There is so much, that's a great question. So there's so much power in social media. You can instantly build your network without even leaving your house. Like that wasn't a thing a few years ago.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't possible. And so how many people are on this planet? Like that's what I always say to myself. Like when I remind myself of like, okay, I know there's people out there that I can serve that are in my tribe. So it's just finding like-minded people and reaching out to them and saying, hey, what's up? Like, can we work together? And just asking them to join you. Like it's, again, I feel like it all comes down to if you let go of all the excuses and get out of your own way, anything can happen.
And that's the hard part, right?
Like it is. Yeah. It's so easy to do and it's so easy not to do. But we also, like, I always love what you say, you have to weigh your ego with your bank account. And are you okay with constantly talking about excuses and having what's in your bank account right now. If you are, then perfect. But if not, you have to, they're always going to be there. You can acknowledge them, but don't let them hold you back.
Yeah.
And so it's being uncomfortable. Like, I'm actually...
Do I look okay? Do I look okay?
We had to pause. We had to do a break for our FaceTiming. FaceTime with Dad. So what I was saying was I'm actually an introvert. And every day I have to make a choice to push myself out there, get to know people. And I'm always glad that I do. Like, I always feel better when I can reach out to somebody, connect with them, make their day, and introduce this opportunity to them. And so you don't have to know people. You just have to be okay with being uncomfortable. And we have a whole training to figure out how to grow your social media.
Awesome.
Anyone can do it.
Awesome.
If you want to, you can.
So I don't have to be scared about social media?
No.
Because I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook.
That's okay.
And I don't really know how to do Instagram.
We got you.
You got me? You're going to show me
Because
everything.
it's always changing, too. So you have a huge team of support that we're all problem solving together and working on it together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yay. It's really simple. And you don't have to be like, I think another thing is excuse of like, well, I'm not at my perfect weight. I'm not at, like, I'm not there yet, so I don't want to coach.
So then,
What do you think about that one?
what do I think about that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get real here. Because I started as a coach when I was 50 pounds overweight. I was eating McDonald's twice a day. I was drinking 6 pops a day. So I was the perfect idea of a coach.
Right. Where your coach at?
Yes. No. Actually, and that's what I said, right? Like, I can't be a coach because I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. But what I found is that the most successful is when I was sharing my journey, because nobody wants to be told what to do, right? Like, nobody wants, they want to feel like you're gonna like help them, right? Like, you're gonna be able to relate, to be like, I understand your struggle. Like, no one wants to be told like, you have to do this, and if you don't do this perfectly, whatever. So like, when you look perfect, which there's a lot of coaches who are ripped and who are super fit and they're very successful. But for me, my most successful is when I started, because I was able to be real, raw, and authentic with people. Like, hey, this is a struggle. This is what I'm going through. And so I love it when new coaches get started and they start coaching at the same time that they're working on their health and fitness. And does too.
And you're more accountable too. Like, when you put it out there and you say like, hey, this is what I'm up to, you scientifically, it shows that there's something that switches in your brain that says, I have to show up now. People are counting on me.
Yeah.
It's not just for you anymore.
Yeah.
And so it just makes you that much more successful, not only for yourself, but for your business and for our whole entire team too.
Yeah.
Because you're
It's
inspiring
so
the
true.
team.
It is so true. And so I love it. I want people to start coaching when they're not super fit, because that is when you can inspire the most people to get started and go on the journey with you. So, you know what, but here's the thing. So I get all this, right? Like, we've gotten over some of this stuff, but I don't really, what if I don't know how to run a business? Like, I don't have a business background. Maybe I don't have a degree in business, like, right, Em? Em, you feel me? Like, that's what you're saying, right? Like, you don't have an MBA, right? Like, we don't know how to do business. So, like, how am I going to grow you're calling it a business, like, I'm the CEO, but I don't know how to grow a business. What do I do?
It's so simple.
You're making it seem so simple.
I know it is.
Okay.
We have trainings. We have everything. You have your sponsor. Like, and like, that's the thing about being a leader. We have all these leaders on the team that are just a little bit further ahead. They failed more than you, and so they can get you further faster. And so it's just being okay with being vulnerable and saying, okay, what are my strengths, and leaning into those. What are my weaknesses, and how can I improve upon those? And like, when I started 13 years ago in business, not with Beachbody, but doing something else, I had no clue what I was doing.
Yeah.
But when you're passionate, you figure it out.
And
like,
we have Google University
Google
now.
University! Google everything.
Google everything. But yeah.
It's not that hard.
It's not that difficult.
No, we overcome, including myself. When I got started with coaching, I just felt paralyzed. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. I need to learn everything. You don't need to learn everything. You just, on-the-job training is the best.
That heart, hustle, and passion.
Heart, hustle, and passion.
Got it. Right, Em? We got this. We're going to be a coach, yeah?
Yeah!
Yeah, let's do it. She thinks I'm funny.
So, are we throwing away excuses? Are we ditching excuses?
You know, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a struggle getting over, like, in my mind, that, like, I can find a way and I can make it happen. But I mean, what's the worst that could actually happen? Like, if I try, what's the worst that could happen? I get healthy?
Right, you get healthy. Maybe you pay for your groceries every single week.
I mean,
Or
What do
what's
you
the best that could happen? Let's go
Oh
there.
my gosh.
Like,
You know?
dream big for a
Okay.
second. Why not you? Like, why not this crazy, ridiculous, amazing, fun-filled life? Like, it's more than just the right now and even 5 years. It's a legacy. Like, what's possible?
Yeah. That's crazy. There's so much that's possible. And we're gonna do it.
Yay!
Let's do it!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Do you ever do this?
Yes! What do you say?
I don't know. We take this way too
I
seriously.
know.